Namaste everyone. Making a commercially viable movie with a big star, that too one of the biggest stars in the country like Rajinikanth sir, is not an easy task. But I thought, hey, come on, this is our boy Loki, who has done big star commercially viable movies with Karthi, with Surya, with Kamal Hasan sir, and also with Vijay Thalapathy. And he should be making one of the best Rajnikant movies, right? But unfortunately, this turns out to be one of the weakest among Lokesh Kanagaraj's movies, and he lets down both Rajnikant fans and also his own fan base big time. To give you a food analogy, it's like he has mixed biryani rice, fried rice, kushka rice, lemon rice, and curd rice, but it is missing the most important ingredient of all: salt. Coolie is the bland, tasteless equivalent of this food analogy, where there is nothing at all in the movie at the end which lingers in your thoughts. With that out, let us get into a deep dive analysis of this week's one of the big releases of the year, Coolie. I loved all the scenes where Rajni sir is very emotional. Be it with Shruti Hasan or be it with Nagarjuna, where he is narrating his backstory. He is superb and in top-notch form. I have never seen such an emotional Rajnikant after Dalapati movie. In fact, I would say his emotional scenes are on par with Kamal Hasan's emotional scenes in Vikram movie. Without revealing much spoilers, Shobin's character and another actor's character are the best written villain roles in this entire movie. I would say they have acted so well that they overshadow the main villain according to the story, who is Nagarjuna. Nagarjuna appears a little bit pale in comparison to the badness of these two characters. I don't know about everyone, but I loved the cameo of Aamir Khan in the climax. He brings a superb energy to the climax and he's so funny. And it was complete commercial whistle podu goosebump moment when Aamir Khan, Upendra and Rajnikant are chilling while smoking BDs at the end. It was really nice touch at the end. Thambi Lokesh, who is the person who encouraged you or gave you the idea of the mobile mortuary chair? First of all, it is not mobile because it needs a truckload of generator to run it. And secondly, it is the silliest and unnecessary invention which nobody asked for. And it can only be used by villains or serial killers for their own shady purposes. I would say, whoever is that person, put that person on the chair. He is the person who deserves that chair more than anyone else. In my opinion, a good commercial movie should have one strong emotion for the main character, which the hero will resolve in the end. And preferably, there should be one shocking twist which gives the shock value to the spectators just before the climax. But in this movie, there is the emotion of friendship. There is an emotion of father-daughter relationship. There is the emotion of revenge. And there is the emotion of Coolie with his co-workers. Too many emotions to handle in one movie. That too, when I want to watch a pakka commercial Rajnikant movie, these are too many emotions to mix in. And twist Oh my god, it was like watching a Tamil version of an Abbas Mastan movie. There are so many twists, almost every character has a second story or second twist to them. I was almost expecting that in the climax, Pooja Hegde will again come, Monica, and then remove a gun and start shooting the villains along with Rajinikanth. That was the extent of twists in this movie. The movie has a heavy hangover of Vikram and Jailer. Rajinikanth sir, during a press conference with the Telugu audience, introduced Lokesh Kanagaraj as the Rajamouli equivalent in Tamil industry. Lokesh Kanagaraj should get inspired from Rajamouli in one main aspect. Rajamouli never repeats his own templates in any of his movies. He always tries to redefine his own filmography and not stick to something which worked in the previous movie. Lokesh Kanagaraj is also to some extent obsessed with his own template of LCU. So he needs to come out of that, or else he will be a one-trick pony. Story, I would say 0.5 out of 1. I like the aspect of a simple coolie going against the smuggler of the port and having the backdrop of a friendship and revenge. But Lokesh Kanagaraj introduces too many subplots and too many ideas which deviates the audience attention span and doesn't give you any solid anchor for a storyline. Screenplay, I would say 0.25 out of 1. The screenplay is without a doubt the biggest negative of this movie. The first half is very straight and bland and without any ups and downs, and the second half is muddled with unnecessary twists and unnecessary reveals about each and every character. Acting, I would say 0.5 out of 1. Rajni sir has acted very well in the emotional sequences. Shobin is excellent as the cockroach kind of a character who is very, very difficult to be destroyed. And Rachita Ram gets a very well written role, and that too in an industry where she is very new. Hopefully she gets more such roles in the future. Shruti Hasan's only task in the entire movie is to just keep on crying. Her entire remuneration would have been gone for the glycerin for her character role. And Upendra, even though does not have many lines as dialogues, his presence itself is so magnetic. I felt that he was a little bit underutilized. And Aamir Khan is superb in a cheeky role in the end. Other departments, I would say 0.5 out of 1. Anirudh has done heavy duty in providing the correct elevation by his BGM work. The songs are not so good as his other filmography, I would say. Cinematography by Girish Gangadharan is also very, very good. And the de-aging VFX used for Rajni's character is also top notch. The fights, I would say, are strictly okay. Overall package, I would say 0.5 out of 1. The trailer and teaser were moderately okay, and the promotions were over the board. Too much promotions. In fact, it gave me the impression that Lokesh Kanagaraj is overly trying to upsell a very, very mediocre product. So my final rating is going to be a heart-crushing 2.25 out of 5. Lokesh Kanagaraj seems to be carried away with his own template, and he has panned out a very, very bland and mediocre and definitely the weakest movie in his filmography so far. And for Rajinikanth fans as well, this is not Jailer by any extent of imagination. Go in with that expectation and maybe you will enjoy if you have a good crowd, good presence in the theater. That's it for this week, and I might be reviewing the other big release of this week, War 2, tomorrow or day after. Look out for that review as well. And as usual, I need not remind you, if you have liked this video, and only then you can think about subscribing to the channel. Namaste.